Something is about to change in social media. Are you ready for it? Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and this will completely change social media marketing in 2022 if it already hasn't. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're on YouTube, click on the alert notification. Before I dive into what's going to change, I want you to leave a comment below on what you think it is. Seriously. Look, since 2020, with the pandemic, companies basically were forced to take digital marketing seriously. So what do you think is that has really changed? Leave a comment below. I just gave you a hint. And I already know you're awesome and I already know you got it, but let's dive into it. Lots of companies couldn't rely on foot traffic anymore to generate revenue because of the lockdowns and social distancing. This led to a huge explosion and demand for digital marketing, and social media is one of the best channels for businesses to leverage. Sprout Social's 2021 index found that 9 out of 10 consumers will buy from brands that they follow on social. 86% will choose that brand over a competitor, and 85% will buy from that brand more often. So while competition is expected to grow, so is consumers' willingness to use this marketing channel to make buying decisions. You can expect social media to get even more competitive over the coming year, and as companies start getting better and more competitive in social media marketing, you'll have to compete for attention far more than before. So here are some things that you can do to compete in a level playing field. According to Sprout Social, there are a few key factors that will differentiate you from your competition. The first one is respond to customer service questions in a timely manner. Don't you just hate it when you hit someone up and you have issues and it takes them a few days to get back? You want to answer right then. No one wants to wait even an hour. Time is everything. A lot of social media users are engaging with their brands beyond just following up. You need to demonstrate responsiveness and answer the customers in a timely fashion. Next, demonstrate an understanding of what they want and need. So what do people want and need? And as you go about creating content, you should keep customers in mind because it's all about servicing them and providing stuff for them. It's like I meet some people who are like, I got the best business idea. I'm going to make s'more cupcakes. And I'm like, this is cool, but is there a demand for it? It may taste good, but if there's not really a demand for it, it won't do well. And it's not about you and your brand. It's about how it can serve your customers and your audience. Knowing what your potential customers want and need is going to differentiate you from all these brands and other brands that are just churning out content for the sake of highlighting their products, their services, and their own brands. A good way to measure this is by looking at different content pieces and seeing which one gets the most engagement. Whether it's the format, the message type itself, the content type, whether it's video or text, it's always good to see what stands out and gets more engagement. As you discover the types of content that tend to perform well, just do more of them. But here's the thing that no one really talks about in marketing. For the ones that don't do well, don't never do them again. Every once in a while, whether it's a few times a year or once a quarter, test them out again because trends change and people may like them again. And then if you do that, you'll keep staying ahead of the curve and you'll start doing better. Next, I want you to create more culturally relevant content. Today, we can see more and more brands creating content around cultural events that mobilize people's attention, like Black Lives Matter and the Me Too movement, and even some mainstream sports events like the Olympics. So when you create content around some of these moments and events, especially the ones that you want to support and believe in as an organization, and as long as no one's doing anything unethical, it's great to support events and different people and cultures and genders. And what you want to do is leverage them and show that you're there. And if you can do anything that ties your company into them, and not just leverage them to make financial profit, but leverage them to also help people, that will resonate with them and it'll create a win-win situation. But you should only do it if you truly care. Don't just do something for marketing. Do something because you truly care. You should be listening to what's drawing your audience's attention and create content that resonates with those topics. That includes putting out user-generated content. Because user-generated content is amazing. Do you want to spend all your time sitting in front of a keyboard writing content when other people can do it for you? That's the example and power of user-generated content. I also want you to create educational content about products or services that you're offering. This is the difference between selling and showing up. Look, selling is great, but you want to show up and have that generate sales for you. When it's about your product, it shouldn't just be about, hey, let me go and sell this. It should be about educating and putting things first for others. For example, if you have some cool makeup product and your product helps people not just put on the makeup quicker, but just take it off really quick. Because sometimes when I do video shoots, not this one, but for other people, they make me wear makeup. And then they're like, oh, here's a wipe it off. And then I go home and still touch it. I'm like, what the heck, this makeup's still there. But if you can show how a product can just get it off really quickly in one circular wipe, you're gonna get so many sales. You should be able to show your product in a way that revolves around your customers' problems, their needs, and their wants, and not just try to sell to them, but help them solve those problems. One brand that does a fantastic job of this when it comes to this type of content is Whole Foods. They invest in visual content in the form of images and videos and providing their audience with recipes and highlighting factual benefits and different types of foods that they're showcasing, and they're super responsive and engaging with their audience. And engage with me on social, right? So it's like you want to tell people, hey, engage with me. Just like I'll tell you right now, check out my profiles, my Neil Patel ones on Instagram, my NP Digital ones. And this is obvious, but when you tell other people to engage with you, and brands forget to do this, you'll get way more engagement from your audience. And you should be actively engaging with them by answering their comments, their questions, even looking at their profiles and responding and engaging there, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, or even adding stories or tagging people. This will all help you do better. Now, if you need help with your social media marketing in 2022, check out my ad agency, NP Digital. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment below. I will answer it and I'll help you out. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, and thank you for your time today. I really appreciate you watching this video.